Hi out there, Facebook world. I'm Ashley Walters joining you. And a big story that we've been talking about on air and online, perhaps you've seen it. If you're headed northbound on I-95 and you get near North Lake Boulevard, you'll see this huge 10-foot tall billboard asking for a kidney for a woman named Natalie who lives right in Palm Beach County. And the phone number is right there. And since our story's been airing, they tell us that they've received about 65 phone calls so far from people who are willing to get tested, because you can be a living donor and actually donate your kidney while you're healthy and well to give somebody else the gift of life and extend their well-being. So a few minutes ago here on Facebook Live, we were able to talk with Natalie and field some of those questions. But now we have a donation expert, an organ donation expert, Cynthia Hacker with Life Alliance Organ Recovery Agency. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit of what is Life Alliance Organ Recovery Agency? What do you all do?
Yes, so Life Alliance Organ Recovery Agency is a not-for-profit organization. We service 6 counties in South Florida: Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, St. Lucie, Collier, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And we are focused on educating the public about organ, eye, and tissue donation. We are with 80 plus donor hospitals in our service area, and we honor donor family wishes at the end of life to help people that are on the transplant wait list.
It really is, it is such a tremendous gift that you can give by signing up to be an organ donor in one way or another. We've been talking a little bit about kidney donation, and that there are about 100,000 people right now living, waiting for those donations. This is not an unusual story. Unfortunately, people are waiting for donations of all kinds right now. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Locally, there's adults and children's waiting for an organ transplant. There's over 5,000 patients here in Florida waiting. So we're really working hard to make sure that those individuals get a second chance at life by educating and getting people to register and designating their wishes through the driver's license offices, online through donatelifeflorida.org, and making their wishes known. Letting their family know their decision is so important should something happen, and being able to honor that decision at that time.
If somebody is, let's see, okay, so here, Vivian, is just a viewer who just popped into the comments. She said she's undergoing a heart and lung transplant evaluation, asking people to donate their organs because you can't take them with you when you go. It's such, it's perhaps not the most fun thing to talk about with your family, but truly, I know this is something that I've personally, on a personal note, I have talked to my family about this for years and years after having done stories with people. Please take what you can, because you get to really create a well-being in a family. You can extend their life, extend their quality of life for so long. Derry Roberts is asking, I'm 85 and healthy. Do I qualify? And will it send me to heaven to join my wife, Anna? Derry, 85 and healthy. I know with kidney donation, they recommend kind of a younger group, but you shouldn't, I guess, ace yourself out until you've spoken to a doctor, right?
Right. For living donation, there is different criteria. As far as donation after you pass away, I encourage you to register. Age is not a factor, and at that time, you'll make the decision if you're healthy enough and speak to your family at that time.
And Debbie Ross just joined us. I had a kidney transplant. It gave me my life back. This is something that it's hard to imagine until you're in those shoes, but people really, their life can be tremendously changed. What kinds of things have you heard on the recipient end of it, the transformation that can happen when somebody receives an organ?
So their quality of life is improved. They have more time with their family. They're feeling better. They're more active. No one really knows the process until you've gone through it. And being in the donation field for 15 years, I'm still learning. Medicine is advancing, and we're trying to make people live a better quality life. And With transplants, it's very delicate. Every person is different through their journey, but donation is donation. So, and my goal is to get as many people signed up on the donor registry, because without you being registered, there's not that hope for those people that are waiting. And with individuals that receive transplants, they're so thankful for that gift and how it's been able to extend their life. And meeting the donor families and having that relationship is just another way to say thank you. And we work really hard at making sure that people understand that this is a personal decision, but at the end of the day, it's an important one. And how we can do that by educating and being on air today, and really thanking our transplant community, our doctors, our nurses, everyone that's in the donation community, given that we work really hard to make sure that we're giving everyone an opportunity to register and to help somebody at that time.
And again, there are different, there is the donor registry. There's also a living donor. There are different ways that we can step up. Debbie Ross says that her gift was from a deceased donor. And what an incredible gift it is. There are, let's see, here we have, thank you to those who are giving others the opportunity for a second chance at life and allowing us to be with our families. That's from Vivian. The kidney is a little different from some of these other types of organ transplants, because you have somebody can be a living donor, and it doesn't work like that with all of our organs. So that's kind of a whole special category, isn't it?
Yeah, it is most definitely being able to donate a kidney and help somebody in a time of need. And they have pairing donation. And I would just look into the local transplant centers to see if you're interested in getting tested and seeing if you're a match. There is centers in Miami, Jackson, MTI, and they will be able to help you with that process. And there's a survey online that you can take just with a few questions. So there is a process in place, and it's confidential. And, they want to make sure that you are well enough to donate your kidney, and then also you have to be a match. Without that, you can't move forward with the process, unfortunately. There's a lot of different criteria that you have to meet at that time. But overall, donation is donation. And, we as a transplant community come together to honor those wishes and fulfill those wishes of those people that are waiting and listed. And going through dialysis every day is not a normal situation for anyone. So we want to make sure that we get more people the gifts of donation. And with people dying every day, we have a lot of work to do just to make sure that doesn't happen, and get that wait list to zero.
What else do you think? What is the biggest misconception, or what are some of the things you really wish more people understood?
Just the process, and that, you're cared for at that time, and that, you're going to help somebody in your last moments. And it could be an adult, it could be a child. But giving that gift will be something that lives on, and you're a hero, and helping somebody at a time of need. And what greater gift? It's something that is so important. And how much more could you do at your end of your life than to help somebody, especially somebody who's been going through so much. Somebody you may never meet, but your family might have that opportunity, which is a great thing. And they can live on and know that you help somebody. And even if it's one gift, one organ, it's still saving a life. And 8 organs can save people through your gifts of donation, and tissue and eye as well, helping people to see, and burn victims and people with sports injuries. So many people benefit from organ, eye, and tissue donation, and we don't really talk about it. And it is not an easy topic to talk about. I still find myself troubled by it, just because it's not something that you want to talk about, death and dying, but it is part of life. And we want to make sure people have the right information to make that informed decision and make it possible.
And this is kind of out of the stream of our normal conversation, but I will say, just based on some of the comments, people are concerned about debt and bills and all of this if they were a living donor or recipient, all of these other things. And I'm no expert. The family tells me that that this woman who is asking for a kidney, this specific case, that some of her insurance would help to offset or pay for entirely with that donation process. So that's something also that all those questions would be answered in the process of this. But again, like Cynthia's been telling us, part of this, you don't even have to do anything right this minute if you're worried about that, or you don't think, you're at a point where you can make that decision. Making the choice to be on the donor registry and making your family aware of that. How many things can we donate with if one healthy person is to donate organs?
So I'm a registered organ donor. So potentially I can help 8 people through my gifts of organ donation. As far as tissue and eye donation, it's another 250 people through the gift of sight, through tissue. So potentially I can help 258 people. Remember, you have to be on life support, and there's other things that take into effect. But overall, those are that's the intent, is to go into recover for that much to help the individuals that need it.
I mean, when you think about what any person could do in their lifetime, that's an incredible 258 people. That's astounding. What else would you like us to know, Cynthia, before we wrap up?
No, just thank you for all the people that are out there that are going through this process. Those are the true heroes. To the families that say yes to donation, for their courage and strength, and just to know that you're giving the gift of life and helping somebody at such a difficult time, and knowing that you have the support not only with our program but through the transplant community. And just keep that in mind when you're going through this process, that never to give up, and that your gift will come one day. It's just a matter of timing and the right match and the healthy organ for you. Other than that, it's been a pleasure. Again, visit us, donatelifeflorida.org to register to designate your wishes, and www.leora.org to learn more about Life Alliance Organ Recovery Agency with the University of Miami, and how you can get involved and volunteer and share the gift of life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cynthia. And we want to wish all of you luck who are waiting right now in our comment section, who say that you're waiting for your perfect match. We wish all of you the absolute best. And thanks for your time, Cynthia.
Thank you, Alicia. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.